what's up? It's Padee and welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial and sharing my thoughts on the Sigma Beauty Wildflower Collection. So without further ado, let's begin. So first and foremost, I want to let you guys know that I have really bad allergies right now, so my inner corners are like tearing up, so please just ignore that. I really should not be wearing makeup right now because my allergies are just really bad right now. But I really like the way that my makeup turned out, and I do have some thoughts on the collection. First off, I did get this collection sent to me thanks to my girl Carrie from Sigma Beauty. She has been my #1 and she is seriously the sweetest person ever. So thank you so much, Carrie, for sending me this collection. I am so happy and honored because this was actually the first press kit that I received, so it's kind of something that is a big deal to me, and the press kit is so beautiful. So I'm going to show you guys because I'm just so excited, and when I got it in the mail I was literally jumping up and down and about to cry. So here's how it looks like. This is so gorgeous. I'm going to keep this forever because, like I said earlier, it's my first press kit ever, and the presentation is just beautiful. So when you take this off, then you just kind of pull down on the flap here. You open it up and look how pretty! I love the floral. I love the vivid, vibrant colors. This is just everything. I love the watercolor too. Like, this is so pretty. So here is the palette here, and then the 2 lipsticks. So yes, that was the press kit. The collection comes with 3 products, the Wildflower Eye and Cheek Palette, and 2 lipsticks, one in the shade Dahlia and the other in the shade Barely Blooming. I just wanted to quickly mention that I did notice that there was 2 eyeshadows that actually comes in the Fall Softly palette. So the shades Austere and Elderberry actually come in the Fall Softly palette. This is how the Fall Softly palette looks like. This one is Austere and then this one is Elderberry. And then here is how the Wildflower Eye and Cheek palette looks like. So you can see that the colors look pretty similar. So if you look at Elderberry, they look slightly different. I don't know if that's the case. I could be totally wrong. It could be the lighting, but to me, the one in this palette is a little bit more darker. This one is a little bit lighter and more vibrant. All the other shades are new. We have 10 Austere, Apricot Flower, and Elderberry. And then for blush, we have Peony, and for highlight, we have Peaceful. To be perfectly honest, I actually don't reach for taupes or neutral shades, so I don't think I'm going to be touching this color too often. However, I did wear it the other day, and it actually looked okay on me, but again, like, it's just not my favorite thing in the world. Otherwise, I love all of the other colors. And then one more thing that I just wish was that this highlight was a little bit more on the yellow undertone. This one's a little bit like on the whiter, and like it's like pearly, and it has like a sort of like iridescence to it, which I really like. It's a lot different than any of the highlighters that I own. When this first came out, I wasn't as dark as I am now, and I really like this highlight. But now that I got darker, it just doesn't look as good as it did when I was lighter. So I think this looks great on light skin, but if you have like medium skin to dark, then I don't think that this highlight will work for you. But this blush is amazing. Like, it's so pigmented. A little goes a very long way. You literally just have to dip into it, and it's so pretty. I think that this will actually complement a lot of skin tones. And then I do like the other shades. So today I created a romantic kind of eye look. I didn't want to go too smoky and bold. However, you can definitely do that. You can go there with this palette. I've gone there with this palette. I wore a very fierce eye look with this whole entire palette, and I really love the way that it turned out. But for this tutorial, I just wanted to keep it very romantic because I felt like it was kind of keeping with the theme of like Wildflower Collection. I just thought like, you know, floral was like soft and romantic, so I wanted to keep with that theme. I do like that it does come with a very good size mirror. The packaging is amazing. So now I want to talk a little bit about the lipsticks. First off, Dahlia is just a beautiful cool toned raspberry shade, and I love this. I didn't think that I would love it as much as I did, but if you guys saw in my one brand tutorial with Sigma Beauty, I really like this shade. I think that it's definitely something that makes me go beyond my comfort zone, and I really like it. I know that it says matte, but it didn't really dry down matte on me. It stayed really just comfortable, creamy, almost like more satin, but that's just what happened for me. This one right here, Barely Blooming, I wish this was just a hint darker. It's like a very stark nude that I feel like doesn't look great on my skin tone, and you have to be like very fair to pull this off. Now in the winter I do get very fair, so I'm hoping that in the winter that this would be my like go-to nude shade, but we'll see. This formula though I do find to be the comfortable matte. I did actually want to mention that I do have my own coupon code now with Sigma Beauty, so if you guys want to use it, it is just my first name, Padee. So if you guys want to use it, then it's there for you guys to use. If not, then that's totally fine. It is an affiliated code. It'll save you 10% off at checkout. So now that you guys know my thoughts about this collection, let's get into the tutorial. So I'm actually going to start off by applying my lip color. So before I apply Barely Blooming, I'm going to apply a lippy pencil. This is the I Love Sada E times ColourPop 951 lippy pencil. And I'm just going to outline my lips with this and then apply Barely Blooming on the lips. Alright, so I have already applied my eyeshadow base in the shade Persuade from Sigma Beauty all over the lid, so I am ready for my eyeshadows now. I really love this lip combination. So here's how the colors swatched on the back of my hand. Alright, so I'm going to start off by taking my E50 large fluff brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Austere, and I am going to set the entire lid with this shade. So this shade is definitely very opaque. I really like the way that it set the entire lid. And I'm going to go in with my E35 tapered blending brush, and I am going to go in to the shade Apricot Flower, which is a pastel matte tangerine shade. And I'm just going to apply this like it's my transition shade, so I'm going to put this right into the crease. Alright, and now I'm going to go into the shade Elderberry. And I don't want to pick up too much of the shadow. I'm just going to tap off the excess and then put this shade into my crease as well. I want to like slowly build the color, so I want to apply just a little bit at first and then just build the color up. So now I'm going to take my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard, and I am going to cut the lids with this. I really like that this purple shade isn't intimidating. I think at first it looks very, very bold in the palette, so you would think that it's a very intimidating powder. However, it's not. I feel like this is very wearable, and I was able to get kind of a more soft like wash of purple rather than like bam pigment. And I'm going to use the E65 small angle brush to cut the crease. So with my large fluff brush, I'm going to go back into the shade Austere, and I'm going to apply this to the lid where I cut the crease. So with my short shader brush, the E20, I am going to apply Elderberry, and I'm just going to apply it kind of really, really close to that line right there to kind of deepen it up. Alright, so now I'm going to take my short shader brush and go into the shade Apricot Flower, and I'm just going to apply this close to my lower lash line. And now I'm going to dip into elderberry and apply that just on the outer corner right here on the lower lash line. And I'm going to take the shade Peaceful with my pencil brush, the E30, and I'm going to apply this to the inner corner right here. And I'm also going to hit my brow bone with this. Now I'm going to use my Sigma Beauty Line Ace in the shade Legend to create a winged liner. I'm going to start off with the tail and then work my way in. Alright, so now I'm going to apply my Sinuosity Lash Mascara, and this mascara is everything. It's so good. Alright, so I have just applied my House of Lashes Iconic Lashes. I felt like these are perfect for this look, and honestly, these have been my favorite. I kind of bounce between this one and my Cocoa Lashes in style Queen Bee, you guys already know. And now it's time to finish off my face, and I'm going to use my Sigma Beauty Powder Blush Brush, the F10. And I'm going to dip into Peony, which is a deep matte rose shade. And it is super duper pigmented, so I'm going to be tapping off the excess. I'm going to go in and apply this. Such a pretty shade. Just going to hit just a little bit everywhere else so I look flushed. Before applying my highlight, I'm going to spritz my face with MAC Fix Plus. This is going to really intensify the highlight, and it's also going to set the rest of my face. So now I'm going to take my tapered highlighter brush, the F35. I'm going to dip into the shade Peaceful and apply the highlight. And I'm going to finish off the eyes with the Polished Inner Rim Brightener just to really open up the eyes. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed watching this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure to follow me on my social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. They're all at Padee Tina Kong, and I do try to be very active on Snapchat. So make sure to follow me there if you're ever wondering where I'm at and what I'm up to. Leave any questions or video requests down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. As always, have a beautiful day. Bye!